Hey guys, so as you see behind me, the rabbit is up on the lift. So what are we doing? Let's check it out. As you see, there's no gas tank in. So I took the gas tank out. I knew it was rusted, so I tried to do the old apple cider vinegar, and it worked. But there was a little spot in the tank that I didn't have enough apple cider vinegar to reach the top. So right around here, I flipped it upside down to coat it with apple cider vinegar, let it sit, and it just started pissing out of little pinholes all through here. So, needless to say, about 2-3 weeks of letting it sit because it was pretty bad inside. Inside came out great, but I'm not going to sit here and weld this tank. So I purchased another one. Good old Rock Auto. I've already transferred all the little foam tape stuff that it needs so it's not rubbing underneath. And this one also has the ports, the little vents in different spots. So this is an OEM. 2 vents are sitting right on top here. The aftermarket, they moved one here, and the other one's still up here, and I'm not sure why they did that. Maybe it's just an update. Maybe there was an issue with this, or they just couldn't obviously copy that. And then the bottom has another port right here, and on this one, that one's there, but there's another one up here, and the one on this one is, where'd it go? It's also in a different spot. Right here. Right underneath here. So they moved them. This one's almost in the same spot, but it's just down more. It's not up against the corner. So other than that, it's not too bad. I don't really like the mold. It's kind of, you can tell it's aftermarket. And also on the original one, there's like this coating stuff here for, I guess it was a rub. This gray. So I might do the bottom of this one. I'm not sure yet. I don't really know if it's honestly needed. I can put them here where the straps go. And one more thing, one of the straps was rotted out. So I had to fix that. I had to weld on the back side of this. Another piece of metal. So now we're good. It's all set. I should have put that on camera, but sometimes I just want to get stuff done quick and I don't feel like grabbing the camera. And that's what happens. So that said, let's get this tank going. So first things first, I gotta take these tires off again, and I gotta drop the axle beam. There's 2 bolts. See them? Right up in here, and one here. If I remember, these are, I think they're 15s or 16s. I guess I will find out in a minute. And then I gotta drop this exhaust. Did I have to drop this? Maybe I didn't. I dropped it for, oh, I took the tank out to put the tank back in. I gotta take the, drop the exhaust down again. So it is a 15. So if you notice, the suspension is still in the car, because you don't need to take that out, because we're just swiveling this down out of the way. So there'll be no point of taking all the suspension out. You just got to, with the e-brake, loosen these little clamps, hold it in, bring it so it can slide, so it can move down with it, and you're good. And the brake lines, obviously you can't take this down unless you disconnect the brake lines. Which one is broken, which I have to fix anyway. Take in here. This side. So this side, all the fuel pump and accumulators here. So if you can see in here, the line's broken. So I got to replace them here to a little over here. I'll splice it in. And it's probably going to be new brake hoses because I had to cut those also because this wasn't coming out. So the hoses are cut. So new hoses, new line, partial line here. The other side's fine, except again the hose, which I cut to make it easy to drop this down to the tank out. So I was worried about this clearing the lift. That's why I put the car, well, as far back as I could. So it's gonna clear because I noticed it last time when I took the tank out. But this little edge right here, but I think I can move it around, push it back, it will drop. I noticed there's these clips here. I pop this out. I can pull the e-brake cable up over this and this will drop. That one's out. Put that like that. I think now we'll have plenty of room. I think we'll be good. So we run into a little problem. I dropped the exhaust down. Again, it's a lift problem. When you have a scissor lift, anything in the center of the car you can barely get to because it blocks it. So exhaust is down. You need to get out of the way. It doesn't. The hits on the lift. So what are you gonna do here? You can't get the tank in here. So the exhaust is already broken. If you can see this or not. Right there. It's separated. It's totally cracked here. So I'm just gonna break the rest of the way and pull the whole exhaust out. I do have another one of those pipes laying around, so get that fixed. Right after, get the tank and whatnot. But then again, I might just try to get this thing started with the gas tank in, get the fuel back to the engine. Because as I said in the previous video, it does run on starting fluid, but that tank was junk, sitting too long. I think there it is. Yep, there we go. Factory exhaust. All right, let's get tanking. Before we try to test fit this tank, I cleaned up the old sending unit. I'm gonna put that in there because I don't want junk to get in this hole, you know, rust coming off the bottom of the car. I think this is good. If not, it's a simple, I think it's like a $20 part, honestly. So, but we're gonna put that in there anyway, just protect from junk getting in there. Take that cap off, take this cap off so I can stuff this wire in there. All right, well, that was a pain. Taking the whole back seat back out to get underneath here and take this off. So now we get the hole, stuff the wire up in there. Let's try this again. See if we can get her in. The lift is actually helping us right now. A little balancing on it. There it is. So, off camera, there was something stuck up on top of the tank. It's hitting, move that out of the way, and went in. don't really want to use the impact. I have to. Well, something wrong with this. No, just the drill couldn't handle it. So, put on the impact. A little slow though. Do the rest by hand. Gas tank's officially back in the car. So the old tank did have the original heat shield protecting thing, but it's not bad, but we're missing some pieces. A little roached here. So I'm not putting that back in. I don't know if they make this one. They make this part anymore. I guess it is salvageable, but you know what? This is coming. Sorry, it's right out here. There's another hole. So yeah, not using that. Not putting that back in. Now we're just gonna plumb all the pipes in. Filler, all that good stuff. You know. Get that all in there. Get the pump back up. Then we'll get the beam back up. Time out.